How you doing today?
I'm very blessed. Yourself?
I'm awesome out here in cold New York City. And where are you located? Because I see you got on the t-shirt and it looks like the sun is shining.
That's what everyone says. It's 45 out here, but I'm in Phoenix. I'm over here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona. So Pusha, look, tell us what you've been working on.
Right now, I'm working on 2 mixtapes, and one is called The Big Push, and the other one is called Madness. One has R&B tracks mixed with like just hip hop records, and then the other one just has it's just like mixtape bars, basically, like just like if you really like hip hop and respect bars and stuff like that. The other one just has nothing but bars.
Nice.
Yeah.
So are you originally from Phoenix?
Born in Phoenix, raised here, and raised in Las Vegas, and I traveled everywhere except for
And
Toronto.
what is the hip hop scene like in Phoenix?
And it's probably like every other hip hop scene in every other state. I mean, it's cool. You got a lot of dope rappers, a lot of people who are just now getting their recognition, a lot of people who could actually rap out here. Arizona respects hip hop. So if you could come out here and you could rap with these guys, then you doing something, because they really respect hip hop out here. Like, it's no flat, no slouching over here. You got to come with the bars. You got to make good music. No main vocals. You really got to rap.
Nice. I've never actually, being from the hip hop community for over 40 years, I've never heard of an artist that came from Phoenix, Arizona. So this is really interesting, and I'm pretty sure to be interesting to the viewers to know maybe a couple of names of some artists that you personally like or work with, and also where to listen to your music at.
Yeah. Richie Evans, he's from Arizona. That's my big dog right there. He's dope. You know what I mean? Um, he's been putting on before he even, switched his name to Richie Evans. Willie Norpole is known out here for doing the same thing. Rico Bands, he just got out of his little situation, came back home, and he came back just like big boss and like doing major stuff out here, doing interviews, making moves, music. We got people like Merkham's. We got me, PUSHYALUCC. I'm writing music, and I'm actually you know going performing, and I'm showing up to these shows. We just did at Matty Ice. We just did a 10K performance. So we were battling for 10K, and I had a freestyle against a bracket of people, and I won my bracket, which was the gold bracket, and then these other people won their bracket. And we hold competitions like that here. Then we got my other dog, Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty, man, he's like one of the best punchline and slash battle rappers in the world, and he's from here. So when I started battle rapping, yeah, when I started battle rapping, he kind of like, was like, hey, let me get you a few battle raps, because I started like 2 years ago battle rapping, and so I was like, oh, cool. So I started doing that, and it's just been crazy ever since.
Amazing. Have you had any major battles? Have you battled in any of the leagues?
I battled on Smack URL as the my second or third battle at the Crucible. So that's like the one of the biggest platforms you could get on. I battled on iBattle, which is another good platform. I battled on Westworld, which is Rum Nitty and his boys platform, which is a platform that's rising. And then I battled on some small leagues too. So just within 2 years, I had like 15 battles. And just me trying to figure it out, like how it works, how it doesn't work. And going through the stuff that I'm going through, I still come to these battles and just do what I have to do.
Nice. So it's safe to say that Push Your Luck is a great name for I can say in different aspects. It's like push your luck if you want to mess with me, and I'm gonna push your luck. You pushing your own luck. So
Yeah,
I mean I like it, and it's amazing to know that Arizona is alive and breathing on the map when it comes
yeah,
to hip hop.
yeah. We standing on business out here. You know, I guarantee you. You know what we did that was amazing? That Matty Ice show. They brought like some of the best freestylers across the world out here to come battle for that 10K. And nobody from any other state except for one person made it to the end. Out of all the people that were there, 60 something people or whatever, everyone was from Arizona. It wasn't set up like
Wow.
that. It wasn't anything. People flew in and had to fly back to their state from New York, everything. Even Big Pun's son was there watching. Some of his friends
Wow.
was in the competition and got beat. People, professional battle rappers that even judged one of my battles before, they had their home was there. And I'm always going first for some reason. I don't know why I go every competition on first, but you know, I go there and I knock out one of the professional battle rappers. I knocked out his homeboy in the first round, messed up the whole bracket.
Wow.
And that's off of freestyle. I didn't even have to write that time. That was just we just freestyling.
Amazing. Amazing. So if you could compare yourself to an artist that's already out, who would you compare yourself to?
Um, I'm nothing like anybody. I can't compare myself to anybody with the substance that I have. I could tell you who people compare me to, but I can't say who I think I compare myself to. Like bar wise, a lot of people compare me to like Jadakiss and Styles P because of how I structure my bars. Not saying that I sound like them or I have like a New York like talk or whatever, but because of the way I carry my bars, I get, oh, hey, he got like that Jadakiss flow, you know, sometimes, you know what I mean? Because I rap. And something one thing that I notice is when you rap, they say that you come from the essence of hip hop, which started in New York. You feel me? So
Yeah.
they say they always want to say, I used to take it as kind of a sign of disrespect when people be like, oh, you sound like Jadakiss, and because Jadakiss is from New York, but that's not really what they were saying. There was just, you know, the way you rap is similar to him, the way you structure and put the substance in your bars. So I thought that was cool. And I just had to realize, oh, they're always going to compare me to New York artists because I rap. Like it's it's nothing I could do about it.
Right. New York artists gotta have bars. Like you said in Phoenix, you gotta have bars. You gotta really bring it. It's like, it's not song and melody really, it's delivery, cadence, your wordplay. Um, and that's what it's really about in New York. And that's probably why it's the most compared place, because that's when you gotta like get it from the mud.
Right.
So and we don't get real opportunities handed to us in New York. You have to take it. You have to earn it. You have to own it. It's like I got the juice now. So that is, it makes the New York artists really competitive and really hone their skills because you got a point to prove. And it seems like in Arizona, Phoenix, not being really a on top of the map, known for hip hop place, I can see where the artists there may have to do the same thing. They may have a point to prove, like, Phoenix is popping. Like we lit out here. We got bars out here. And I can't wait to hear more from you and more from the other artists out of Phoenix. And this was really an eye opener because when I think about hip hop, that's like not a place I'm gonna think about. I'm not, you might even think about Detroit, you think about Atlanta, you think about Houston. You don't even really think about Vegas. So
Can I tell you something? Can I
yeah.
say something real quick? You know, like Phoenix is like the fourth or fifth largest city in the U.S.
Wow. And what's the
Did you know that?
population? What's the denomination there? Like what
Okay.
what type of market do you have for hip hop?
Well, we know this is like a Latin, you know, area. Like we're next to Mexico. We do have black people here, obviously. You know, we have our black communities, our other communities or whatever. but like we have 5 million people just in Phoenix, just in one of our sub cities like Mesa or something. Let's just say Mesa. That city just has 500,000 people just in that one city. You know what I
Wow.
mean? And then yeah, so hip hop is definitely alive here. I think the misunderstanding is we need like a breakout artist, you know, on a major level, you know, to get exploited more, because there's so much talent. There's a lot of artists that are making it and signed right now and have deals, and you know, from R&B artists to like rappers, a lot of them deals right now. But how come we aren't getting exploited like everybody else? Because I guarantee you, if there was another competition, like a freestyle competition or a hip hop competition or a versus competition, I guarantee you will be in the top 10. There's too much talent. Everyone comes here.
Wow, wow, amazing, amazing. So who would you predict that breakout artist to be?
I mean, there's so many people right now that's doing it. It's like it depends on what your perception of as a breakout artist, because a lot of our dope artists like me here, like I live like a king here because a lot of people know me. You know, like my boy Richie Evans, a lot of people know him. Like we go to spots, even when I mention Rico Bands, like a lot of these dudes look like they already made it. They look at the chains, they see us, you know, with the money, the cars and stuff like that. But it's like we don't want that recognition. We want, you know, as a hip hop community, we want, hey, don't mess with them boys over there. They really rapping. We respect hip hop. We love hip hop, and we're out here working. Like if you go, for instance, if you go look up some of my music, right, whether it's iTunes, you know, Apple Music, wherever you go find me at, you can find me everywhere, right? But if you go listen to my music, you just don't get one style from me. If I'm mad, you might hear one of my diss tracks, you know, when everyone wanted to diss me. But I could write R&B music, and I write R&B music for other artists. So then you might go across a track like Lil Yeah Yeah or you know, something like I got so many R&B tracks that you could play right now, and they could go on the radio. They've been on the radio out here before.
Nice, nice. What advice would you have for any up and coming artist based on the experience that you have in this industry?
Okay. One, it's like having a job. If this is something that you want to do, you gotta assess every opportunity that is handed to you, and you got to work. You have to work. You know, faith without works is dead. So you have to work. You can't just assume, you know, they didn't remember 50 Cent said they didn't want to give him a deal till they saw him pull up in that Benz. You feel me? So like sometimes they just want to see if you could work and go get it yourself and not looking for a handout. So you gotta go from the start, from the mud. You gotta figure out, a one, do I have any songs written down? A lot of artists want to work with me, and I don't work with a lot of artists. They don't even have music out. They haven't even, before they even got to me, they said, oh, I got this song on my phone or something like that. I'll be like, well, how would you want me to perform or do a song with you over your phone? Why are you sending me a song over the phone? Like, wouldn't you, like, if I was to send you guys a song, it would be mixed and mastered. If I send a DJ a song, it's mixed and mastered. If I send anybody, if I send my regular friend a song, it's mixed and mastered. And I got people here sending me songs that aren't mixed or mastered or even just mixed, you know? So it's kind of like when you starting from the ground and you trying to make it up, it's not going to be easy. So there's going to be a time when you want to give up, but that should be the time where you go even harder. You got to invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, you're never going to make it. You can't just, some people do get handouts, but for the most part, you got to work for your shit. Because there could be an artist like me who's been doing it for years and then just break out and pop up in all these other different cities and states and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden they think, oh, I'm an industry plant. I've been called that before. When I did my diss tracks, people call me an industry plant. But I'm like, I've been here. I've been here the whole time.
Right.
What do you mean? So
And I'm
I don't
glad you
know.
said that, invest in yourself, because artists think that, oh, I'm talented. I got talent. It's a million, it's more than a million talented people on this planet. And in any business, people don't know that being an artist is not just a title, it's a business, it's a brand. So if you want to make money in any industry, I don't care what it is, selling drugs, selling t-shirts, selling hats, whatever it is, you have to invest in that thing before you start making money.
Right. I agree. I totally agree. You gotta invest. Most thing you gotta invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, you're not gonna get too far anywhere. I got young dudes hitting me up, and yeah, like I don't mind helping them out every now and then. Like I know a young dude who's really talented or whatever. He be running the streets all fucking day or whatever. But it's kind of like, what do you want me to do for you? You know, like you gotta show me, like why would I take my time out to help you and you just doing X, Y, and Z? Like I'm out here going to the studio. I'm about to go to the studio later today. I'm about to get ready to shoot a couple music videos this week. Like I'm a busy guy, and I don't have a manager. I don't have a PR no more. I do it all by myself,
And it
independent.
is a hard job to do by yourself. I mean, no big corporation is ran by itself. And I definitely see you being a corporation. And these artists also have to know that nobody's going to invest in you if you don't invest in yourself. If your video looks cheap, the industry knows it. If your song is not mixed and mastered, the industry knows it. They know when you spend money and when you don't. And I'm not going to give you money for you, for your dream, for your vision, if you didn't invest in your own. That means you want me to believe in you more than you believe in yourself. And it doesn't really work like that, right?
No, you're definitely, that's like the best way to say it. Like I don't know how else to say it. Like that's the best way you could say that. You have to invest in yourself so people could see like you really care about what you do. You have to really care about what you do. You can't expect a handout because it gets crazy. Like even just the simplest things on social media, like you telling me on social media you can't pay $5 or $10 to promote one of your posts. You telling me on YouTube they have ads where you can play your music video and the ad comes up like on one of those commercials, like when you're watching a show and then a commercial comes up and it plays somebody's music video. That doesn't cost a lot of money. This is just called budgeting at this point. That's something simple that you could get a new audience to see. Just as simple as paying freaking Sprizzy or YouTube or whoever you got to pay to promote your shit for you. I don't understand why people don't do that. That everyone just wants a handout. Like there's so many different platforms that you could use to promote your own shit.
Right. It is. And that's what they don't know. They think the talent alone does it, but it's not. If Coca-Cola, or they said Pepsi Cola sold 5 bottles of soda in the first year, and look at Pepsi Cola. So if they didn't invest, if they didn't reinvent, if they would have gave up, we would not have Pepsi Cola right now. If they looked at the failures, if they looked at the money they threw in there, and it wouldn't exist. So being persistent and sticking to what you do is really the goal as far as artists are concerned.
Correct. Don't be afraid to spend money. That's about this one. You can't be afraid. Like I know cats who spend $200 to $300 on weed every other day, but they're
I
begging to get
wanted to
into the
say that.
studio.
I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to be petty. They buy $64 bottles of Henny. They buy hundreds of dollars worth of weed. They got all these clothes on, and your music sound like trash. Or another thing, like you were saying about the social media. Whenever an artist wants to work with them, I say, okay, let me go look at your social media. I look at their social media. They on there with Joe and them at the cookout. They playing with their kids on there. They cracking on grandma. They standing on the block. That doesn't say artist to me. It says you're a fool.
Yeah, and it says you're regular. What makes you different is it says you're regular. You're regular weed compared to what's allowed outside. And
Right.
like I could go so deep into this, but like one thing that I noticed, and this is something that I noticed within myself, is the consumer will tell you who you are and what they want from you. if you're paying attention enough. And I'll give you an example. I shot a music video when I got locked up like a long time ago, many moons ago, right? So I came out and I said, I'm gonna shoot me a music video in one of these neighborhoods that I'm from or whatever, like in one of these streets. And so me and my little brother and the camera people, we go shoot this video or whatever. And it was a dope video. It ended up going viral, and we end up doing big things with that video. But we had to put in forth the effort. We had to go grind it out. We had to figure out which cameras we were going to use. We had to even deny people services that wanted to work with us. But we had to go do that ourselves. We're not like, people should not expect a handout. There's no handouts here. There's no handouts, especially in Arizona. The crazy part about Arizona is so many talented people out here, you can't even get a handout anyways.
What type of resources do you have out there as far as music is concerned? Like, do you have labels? Do you have access to shows and venues? What type of resources are available in your state?
So no labels, right? No major labels out here, which maybe that could be one day something that changed with an artist or something like that. But as far as like studios, and we have studios, we have media studios where you could go and have different sets to shoot different kind of music videos. Like one thing back, have green screen up every. We have different venues that you could go to that sold out. Like when we did the Rick Ross Matty Ice shit for the 10,000 or whatever, we rented out the warehouse in downtown Phoenix, which is like a really classy venue, and we sold that out, you know. And then we have like where I go battle rap, we have, you know, certain areas where we go battle rap that they already have the venue set up a certain way, so the aesthetics look like it's supposed to look, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the look at an event is very important, whether it's for video, whether it's for entertainment purposes. The look is very important. And I just wanted to add this, when you were talking about artists investing in themselves, it was an artist that came to me and said, yeah, I went to Jadakiss and I told him I could rap, and he told me I'll never make it. And I said, why he say that? And he said, because I'm broke. This thing costs money. It costs money to be an artist. Studio costs money. Producers cost money. Video people cost money. Clothes cost money. Extras cost money. And it's a lot of money you spend and may never make a dime.
And back to what I was saying, like when people will tell you your worth, I done had some females in my video, right? This is really where I was headed. I had some females in my video that were decent looking. This is like when I first came back out. Like this is like years ago. So I had some females in my video, and one of the girls was like decent looking or whatever. But once I put the video out on YouTube, oh man, and Instagram everywhere, they're like, oh, them girls is ugly. You know what I mean? I'm like, these are just regular females from the neighborhood and stuff. But then I realized people thought of me differently. They don't see me with those type of women. They see me with a certain type of woman. Every time I'm in a music video or every time I go to a show, they expect a certain type of persona that goes with my name because I've had that persona before. So when I talk the way I talk, which is crazy sometimes, and I say what I say, you know what I mean? They expect me to show up, excuse my language, with a bad bitch. They don't expect me to show up with 10 or 15 niggas. Yeah, you know what I mean? They don't expect me to show up with 10, 15 niggas, and I don't. I show up with one female and maybe like 2 or 3 people, which is like the camera people or something like that. I never show up to an event. Even when I go battle rap, I never show up with, I don't care if there's 15 or 20 people there. I'm not scared. I'll show up with one person, and that's usually a female. So it's like, you know, I know I live up to my persona, but I'm also standing on business. Like I'm not no pushover, I ain't no punk. You know, I'm a real street dude, but I'm also educated enough to know that I had to get out of the streets by grinding. And music was one of the ways that I was able to do that.
Yes, music is definitely a way out of the hood when you're serious about it. And that's another question I want to ask you. I'm pretty sure the ladies might want to know. So, are you married? Do you have children? Like, what's your situation?
No, I don't got no situation right now. I'm single, mingling, doing whatever I want to do. I'm living my life. I'm enjoying it. Um, yeah, I'm just out here being blessed, getting money. I'm not really worried about the bullshit. I mean, it's females I talk to, but it's like, you know, a lot of these females want a high value man, and I want a high value woman.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. What type of female is Push Your Luck looking for to join your empire?
Hey, I'm about to say something, and it might cause a little bit of controversy. I don't know, but
I
I
like
don't
country.
totally agree with. Okay, I don't totally agree with what this guy said, but I agree to a certain level. Blueface was talking to his ex-girl or whatever one time, and he was telling her, you need to roll with the program. This is the program. You're under my program. I need you to run with the program. Now, his delivery might have been asked the way he was saying it, but I understood what he was saying because he's the one getting the bag right now. He's the one with the set goal trying to make shit better and make it so hey, this is what we need to do and this is how we need to do it. And I need you to be on the same page. So basically what I'm saying is I need to be on the same page with me. I just need another pair of eyes. I just need someone who realized like I'm out here really hustling, getting money, and I don't need someone who's out here trying to use me. Oh, I just need to be a pretty face. No, I need like a actual companion, like someone I could joke with, laugh with, get money with, and enjoy life with without all the extra petty, toxic bullshit.
Right, right. I can't imagine. I guess females are the same all around the world, and they be pretty bad. Be like you said, wants to be with that type of guy that has status, that has clout, that has money, and most women don't understand that when you meet that caliber of man, he wants the same thing from you. He wants that status. He wants that caliber. And he wants, like you said, not just a pretty face, but somebody that has something in their head. And like you said, I kind of agree with that too. Even though I'm a female, I have 4 daughters, but I teach my daughters that no man wants a woman that's sitting home on welfare, pushing out babies, and I'm out here grinding and working.
You know what type of man wants that? A weak one.
Right.
If you sitting here on welfare and government housing and you trying to get your life together and you meet some dude or whatever and he can't add to you, like he's just over at your house playing video games and all day and fucking doing all that other weird stuff. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? No. Yeah, nah, that dude's supposed to see that situation and be like, oh, we better than this. We about to boss up. You know what I mean? Or even if even if like a dude sees a girl that maybe is like in one of those positions or whatever, and you telling me this is your opportunity, you ain't gotta pay rent with this girl. You ain't gotta do nothing. You living with this girl, you still broke. I'm confused. How are you broke? There's a lot of people, yeah, there's a lot of people on food stamps with government housing. They work but still broke, or they don't work and they're at home all day and still broke. Arizona is the new land of opportunity. You can't come here and say it's hard to get a job because there's jobs everywhere. You'll find a Mexican standing on a corner waiting for work and they get work.
right.
They get work. There's so many, excuse me, there's so many ways here to get money. You just have to work. That's what's special about Arizona. There's no lack of work here. That's why people from Chicago, Detroit, and all these other in California, that's why they all move here. We got a big wave of Chicago people move here. There's so much more opportunity here to make money, but it's not sweet though. So then that's another thing that happens. We get these out of towners come here, they think shit is sweet, but that's because trouble isn't like it's not like New York. You can see trouble walking down the street. You can see trouble going to one block. You know not to go to this block, not to no. If you find trouble in Arizona, that's because you're looking for it.
New York is not a real place.
Exactly.
We
Exactly.
always say that New York is not a real place. The things you see
Exactly.
in New York, you will never see anywhere in the world.
Hold on, real quick.
It's
Hold on.
not a real place. It's like a unicorn.
1 second. All right, hello.
Yeah, we hear you.
I'm trying to turn my
So
thing back up.
give a shout out to Worldwide Entertainment TV, and I just want to thank you for taking the time out to talk to us. I'm very excited about following your career and where it's gonna go.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So yeah, definitely get a shout out to Worldwide to both push. And I mean, if anybody ever wants to listen to me, all you gotta do is really type in my name. And like honestly, like if you want to get a true gist of who I am, if y'all go to Instagram and y'all just type in my name and then you go look through my Instagram, you can see my battles, you can see me freestyling, you can see just like what type of person I am. You know, so I'm really focused, paying attention, and I see my eyes is open. The eyes are open.
Spell out your name for everyone that wouldn't know how you spell it.
Okay, so it's PUSHYALUCC, one word, push YALUCC. Push YALUCC. I'm not a Crip. The reason why I have two C's at the end of my name is because my friend Curtis Collins, you know, obviously his name starts with a C at the front, a C at the end. He passed away um, right when I was getting ready to start my career before I had got locked up. So like right when I was in jail, my best friend had died, and me and him were really close. So I used to just have a CK at the end of my name. So I just changed it to a CC.
What a wonderful way to pay homage to your friend. Rest in peace to Mr. Curtis. And we're looking forward to following you. And we would love for you to come back sometime in the future. And I just want to thank you so much for giving us your
I thank
time.
you so much too. I thank you so much for even letting me have this opportunity. Every opportunity is an opportunity for me. So I feel blessed, not lucky. I feel blessed. So I appreciate it.